Hey guys, it's me Nyrelle here, and welcome back to a new video. I don't know why every time I decide to show my face on my YouTube channel, the sunlight is like, honey, we don't like you right now. So I'm like, okay, I understand, son. I don't need you in my videos. I'm so infamous at redrawing my art at this point, and I'm so infamous of making points of redrawing your art is always a nice thing to show your improvement, yada yada. But this is not that type of video, guys. This is actually going to be a redrawing art video that I really wanted to do for a very long time. So yesterday, I pretty much went through a very cleaning frenzy, and I went through a lot of my art binders, folders, or whatnot, and I got rid of a lot of art that just didn't have a purpose for me anymore. It's not like I got rid of my fully colored artwork, so for all of you guys are like, Nyrelle, why? It was just little doodles here and again where I'm just like, why am I keeping this? So we is all good in that department. But once I was going through a lot of my art binders, I found a drawing that I've always wanted to redraw, but every time I would sit down and try to redraw it, it just never would correlate with me. So it's in this lovely little portfolio thing. That's this drawing of Loki from Kamigami no Asobi. If you guys have not seen that anime, I would recommend it. I haven't seen it in a while, so I can't really say how good it is anymore because it came out ages ago. But I believe I colored this drawing when I got my Ohuhu markers for the first time, and I wasn't keen on how to blend them, so I thought drawing a bigger drawing and using a lot of the colors would make my blending skills a little bit more better, which it really wasn't better. I just wasted a lot of ink, as you can see in the back. I felt like I could always do this one better than I did, so I just want to redraw it. And yeet. So yeah, Loki. And I like the composition of this, but I don't like how I rendered it. I might just redraw the same way I drew it here, but I might change it a little bit. But yeah, and I feel like the galaxy could be done a little bit more better. I think I just sloppily put this down, but I like the idea of it. I feel like I should have put a white outline around him so he wouldn't blend in so much to the background. But it's always nice to see what we see in our art, the mistakes that we've made. Well, the mistakes to us, at least, so we can look at it and fix it at a later date. And do I really want to color this in marker again? Because half of my markers are like earth to gone, so I might have to find the colors I need for this again. It won't be the same colors, because I think a lot of the colors I use in here are dead. So I'll try to find similar colors, but he might turn out a little bit more pastel-y, because I think my pastel markers are literally my only ones that I use at this point. So he might be a little bit more cuter, but I'm hoping this go around Loki will be the man of my freaking dreams. So let's just get started with the video. Alrighty guys, so now we're in the speed paint portion of this video. You know how I said before how he's probably going to turn out cuter in the newer version? He's literally 1,000 times cuter. I lived up to that statement because half the time, everything I say, I don't live up to it. So at least I was true on that part. Like guys, I went through it all with this new rendition. So I intended to draw the new version exactly like the old version, because whenever I redraw my art, I like to keep it the same so you guys can kind of get the feel that I quote unquote improved. But when I was going about that, I kind of found that I didn't like the old version, well, the pose rather. I just thought it didn't fit the character as much as it should have, because Loki is very mischievous, very devious, and he did have the look, but it just didn't sell me on mischievous and deviousness. And also the pose did not look anatomically correct. I'm pretty sure the new one isn't as better in anatomy wise, but at least it's more accurate to what it should look like, because I did look up a reference of someone holding a playing card, and this is how the hands is supposed to look. So I actually tried my best to make it better. So in the end, am I 100% in love with the new version? I will be honest, I am not 100% in love with the newer version because I feel like there are some things I could have went back and looked over before I lined it. But overall, I do like this version better, and I like the direction I went for it. And I 100% did not keep Loki's design the same because in his jacket, he has an under like coat thing and then the white shirt. And I'm like, you know what? I ain't got time for that. So I legit simplified it 100%, and I feel like I still got it. So I am okay. So for the coloring, I will link down below if I remember to put it down, all of the colors I used for him, but more than likely I won't. So I actually used a mix of the pastel Ohuhu markers, the original Ohuhu markers, some Prismacolor markers, of course the Copics for his skin, and then I used other things, other cute little additions like my Sakura jelly roll, all that good stuff, because I wanted to add cute accents on the drawing. So yeah, so that's all I use. For the inking, I pretty much used my Tombow Fudenosuke pen, the ink pen. It's literally one of my favorite liners ever, so please go check out this liner because it's so much better than the Sakura Microns any day. It's a lot more stress relieving, and it has two forms. It has the tight form and the looser brush feel. So it has two different things. So if you like a more brush feel, it has a version like that. So it caters to your needs, guys. Please check out the Tombow Fudenosuke pen. It'll change your life. So I think that's all for my feelings that's going into the newer version. And also I did not do the galaxy background. I kind of felt like I didn't want to go that far. I just kind of wanted to simplify it a little bit. So I just did some stars in the background, and I just use some of my Sakura Jelly Roll pens. I have the Moonlight version, so I have the cooler things where it goes down very light, but it dries very opaque, and I thought that was really cool to use on this drawing. So overall, I think I did a good job on this drawing. So as you can see, I'm coloring his hair right now. So I actually used two of the same colors I used on the original drawing, but I used one of my Ohuhu pastel colors for the light shade because I felt like it fitted better, because I feel like the original Ohuhus, they're very much so there, and I'm just like, I need a light tone to kind of lighten it up a bit because I didn't want it too dark. So I use, I think, R4 and R1. Do not quote me on this. And then I used one of the Ohuhu pastels to kind of complement it, and I think it looks really cute. I really like it. On camera, it looks pink, but I swear, guys, it looks red in real life. Is it kind of weird how some colors don't look the same on camera, but you're just like, wow, I thought it was pink, Nyrelle. No, it's red. The camera legit makes it look pink for some odd reason than one. And I actually colored the bottom of the card, the under the Joker card. I absolutely colored that as his hair by accident, so you know, that's a thing. But overall, I really like how his hair turned out. My hair coloring is very simple. I only use about 3 or 4 colors. I only use a 4th color when I feel like it's not dark enough, but on average, I use 3 colors. So I use the first shade, the second shade, and the light shade. So I apply all 3 of those colors, and then when I get through with the light shade, I go back over that shade with the first shade to kind of blend all the layers together so all of it looks cohesive. So I think this turned out really nice. I feel like red is just one of those colors in which it's not hard to blend reds. It's just that you have to have a pinkish tone so you could tell a difference, because, you know, all reds kind of look the same. So, you know, you kind of have to have that one color that's different just to make it stand out. And I feel like I did a good job with his hair. Alrighty guys, so now I'm moving on to his clothes. His clothing was very interesting because in the old version, it was very much so opaque. But in this one, I kind of chillaxed on it because I'm like, we don't need all of that. So originally, I picked 3 purples for his purple part, but I only used 2 because I felt like it didn't really need all 3. And I think with the black part, quote unquote black part of his jacket, I got 3 colors, but I only used 2 of the 3, I believe so. So I kind of chilled back some of the colors because, you know, it didn't really need a lot of it. And then some of the gray. Once you get to the coat part, I did add some blue to kind of give it a different type of hue because in the Hoo pastel set, there's not really a lot of darker grays because it's pastel. So I had to add another color just to kind of accentuate it a little bit. So that's the thing. And if you're wondering why some of his clothes go out of the square in which you can barely see that I put around him, it's just that I honestly do not know how to size my drawings correctly. So if I feel like if it stops at a right, you know, point, if it makes sense, I like to cut it off. So that's the reason why I'm not coloring the lower half, because, you know, it's just outside of the rectangle that I drew around it. So yeet. So I'm gonna kind of talk about my feelings, you know, because I pretty much color his clothes for a majority of the video. So pretty much I kind of want to tie this into my sketchbook motivation series. Even though this isn't a sketchbook based drawing, I kind of want to make this the ending of that series, because my last tip for you guys to get into like your sketchbooks or art rather is just to have fun with it, because art isn't meant for you to feel bad or jealous, or you feel the need to compete against other people to see what's better. Art is originally intended to be fun and have fun, to express yourself through the means of drawing. And I feel like over time, you know, social media made it hard, or it makes it hard to remember fun is what's key nowadays, because you're just like, oh my gosh, that person is so much better than me. They do arms better than me. They do this better than me. What's happening to me? Am I not growing enough? It just, you know, it kind of just makes you sad, and it just kind of unmotivates you to try your best. But, you know, you shouldn't let that, you know, affect you as much. Just have fun at the end of the day. Like I said, there are aspects of this that I kind of really don't like, but at the end of the day, I had fun redrawing this drawing, because I wanted to do so out of my comfort zone. I wanted to do it because I felt like I could do better, and I had fun doing it. So have fun, guys. That's all I really have to say. So that's it for this little series I had going on for a very long time. I felt like, I guess this was the perfect end for the series. But yeah, have fun with your art, because, you know, that'll make you the most happy at the end of the day. Alrighty guys, so now we're moving on to the background. The background was legit my favorite part, man. I enjoyed doing the background. So I chose this bluish color. It looks more blue-green in real life, actually. I don't know why, but you know, I chose this color because I thought it was fitting for the drawing, and plus it's legit the darkest tone on the paper, and it makes him contrast against the background a little bit more, because as much as I live for the Hoo pastel sets, you know, it's light. It's a little bit too light, so you need some darkness to kind of contrast, you know, him in the background. So this color actually died as soon as I finished all these layering for the background, and I like to do my background in the up and down motion because I love seeing the up and down brush strokes when it dries, because that's just me. A lot of people would find this taboo to do or use your markers like this because it wastes a lot of ink, but you know, you guys use your markers the way you want to use your markers, though I will say do not misuse them. You know, don't, you know, kill the marker's ink faster than it should. That's, you know, a given. But with something like this, I don't think it's harmful to do a background like this. So, you know, do you, boo. Just do you. So I did this with this color, and then I use other things to accentuate the background because I think having this color and yellow stars in the background is kind of boring. So I use a lot of my Sakura Jelly Roll pens in the Moonlight version and my regular ones to add cute effects so the background can stick out a lot more. And I actually did go around him with a white outline because I felt like he blended in a little bit too much to the background. And you'll see that at the end of this video when I show you both of the drawings side by side, because you know, it just kind of makes them stand out a little bit more. But yeah, so if you guys actually have seen this show, tell me down below who's your favorite god, because I guess mine is Loki, because I don't know, I love me some tsundere characters. They steal my heart, man, and mischievous and devious characters just steal my freaking heart. So Loki is my favorite god. Please let me know who is yours if you've seen this. Me and my sister legit went ham back in the day with all the reverse ham animes. As cringe as they were, we lived for them. The only one we didn't live for was Diabolic Lovers. Like, that show sucked. If you like Diabolic Lovers, something is wrong with you. Like, something is wrong with you. I'm not hating on you guys. If you love it, you love it. But I just couldn't stand that show. The only thing I would watch that show for is Shu. Shu's the only person I will watch that show for. Anything else, I wouldn't watch that show for the world. But yeah, we went through a lot. But yeah, so again, let me know down below who's your favorite guy. I don't know why I vented, but the speed paint portion is literally almost done. So at the end, I'll show you both drawings side by side, and there's a huge difference, but you know, it's a cute difference, and I like it. So yeah. Alrighty guys, I'm gonna put them side by side so it kind of looks better. I don't know why my phone is so zoomed in right now, but these are both of the versions of Loki. I really love this. This looks really cute. I love it. It's not my best, or it's not the best, but I love how I took it to my own hand and just redid it. And I fell in love with the process of this, and I fell in love with the drawing itself. Yeah, I did not be as daring to do the galaxy background because I'm just way too scared to do the galaxy background. I'm kind of wanting to add the white highlight around him because I feel like he's not separated enough from the background. So maybe I'll just go do that real quick and then show the result, because I feel like he needs to be separated because it just looks like he's meshed together. So let me get my white pen and outline him real quick. So hold on. Alrighty guys, I did the whole white outline. I was really into doing this when I was younger, doing the white outline, but I fell out of love with it because I thought it looked a little bit too extra. But I feel like it needed that white outline because he blended in way too much with the background. So yeah, so this is the original one without the white outline. You see how he just pops out a little bit more. But yeah, so that is it for, you know, the speed paint version of this video, and I'm gonna be quiet and go to my final thoughts. So yeah. Alrighty guys, so that's gonna be it for this video. The more I look at this, the more I'm like, child, you and me are going to become one soon, because it's actually quite cute. This is what happens with me when I draw something I hate. I'm like, I hate it, and then the next day I'm like, I love it. It's cute. So it's growing on me. It's growing on me. But yeah, this blue color really does look like a blue green, like a dark blue green, and I am concerned. Maybe the color faded just because I had it for a long time. I'm starting to believe that's the case, but I don't think alcohol markers fade if you have them for a long time. Maybe they do. I don't know. But you know, it's like a heavy blue green. But anyways, I kind of want to scan it, but I think I'm going to take a break on that. I might scan it next week to see how it looks, and I'll see if I can make it like a print for my shop. A free print, because I send free prints every order that I get, so it's probably going to be one of those whenever, you know, the time comes. But yeah, so if you like this video, give it a like. If you liked it, if you have any recommendations as videos, let me know down below if you want to see anything. I still do have some I Draw Your OC stuff that I did on Instagram to finish, so I might do one of those as a video. So look out for that. I think I really would make one of those videos, so look out for that. And anything other than that, I really don't have anything to say. But I just want to say a huge thank you to everyone who's been showing my freaking sketchbook update love. Like, literally in the span of 2 days, I got over 300 views, and I really don't understand why. It's kind of sad, because that's legit the most views I've gotten on one video that I posted in like 50 years, because it just seems that way, and I'm totally lying. But yeah, but just thank you so much for all the love for that one video. I didn't expect it. I'm like, whoa, I had to refresh my phone a couple of times to believe that was the number that was on there. So thank you guys for liking that video. It's weird, because I'm just like, I haven't really been feeling my art for the past couple, I haven't really been feeling my art this whole year. That's how it seems. But that just made me happy, so thank you. So anything other than that, that's it. So give this video a like if you liked it, and I will see you in my next one, whenever that is. So yeah, bye.